Hello, everybody. This is Casey Salgi. Wanted to come at you real fast for a topic that comes up quite a bit, especially with all the Zooms that we're doing where people are having PBRs all around the U.S., all around the world, actually. And you got brand new people that are in the room, and maybe your leaders aren't in that room because they're in another city and they're doing the presentation for you. So here's what happens once the presentation is over. They'll do the slide where it has the A, B, and C slide. After that's done, then everything's wrapped up. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Get with the person that invited you here and let them know which one you are. My name's Casey Algie, blah, 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 and we finish up. Once that's done, what you need to do is turn to your guest that came over, and what you want to ask them is this question right here. See what I'm talking about? What did you like best? Get them to say what they like best. Don't ask them what they think. Don't ask them anything else other than what did you like best? You see why I'm so excited? And then shake your head yes when you're doing that, okay? That's what you do. Then after that, they're going to tell you what they like best. Or they're going to say, I didn't like any of it. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. Great, thanks for coming. Let me show you where the front door is. Actually, I'm going to show you where the back door is. We might sneak you out a window. That's why you play music immediately after the PBR wraps up, because there's going to be some people that had a bad experience one day, and they think because they had a bad experience dating that they should swear off dating for the rest of their life and tell everybody else how bad of an idea it is to go dating. So those people, show them the back door. Not time to get into a contest with them. It's time for them to leave. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it, and escort them out. Now, when you have the music up, that's what's going to separate the room up so you don't have to worry about somebody getting all bent out of shape, and then they do that. It's very rare, but it does happen, and that's why we play music at the end. Okay, so make sure you do that. Make sure it drowns out all the voices. Okay, then after you say, what did you like best, they tell you. Then the next thing you ask them is, well, what else did you like? And let them tell you. What else did you like? Let them tell you. What else did you like? Let them tell you. When they run out of things, you say, great. This is key. Are you ready to get started, or do you have any questions? Well, I'm not really quite sure. I got to think about it. That happens a lot. Or, yes, I am ready to get enrolled. Perfect. When they say that, you immediately say, great, let's get you enrolled. And you go do it. You don't say anything else. They're ready to get started. You get them started. Now's not the time to keep explaining things to them. The term, shut up, take my money, when they're ready, they're ready. Don't keep selling. You haven't been selling anyway, but you don't need to keep talking, okay? Get them in and enroll them. Don't tell them you're going to sign them up. Tell them you're going to enroll them. Okay. Now, the other ones, they say no, and we talked about that. So going back to the one where it's the maybe, I'm not sure, I got to think about it. Say, absolutely. We just wanted to educate you and expose you on what we're doing. So here's a question for you, if you don't mind me asking. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you can't wait to get out of here, and 10 being, oh my goodness, I can't wait to get over there and get enrolled, which one would you say you are? Anything over like a 0 is good because they're still interested, okay? So once they say, fantastic, wonderful. Now let me ask you another question. Money's not everything, but it's an easy way to keep score. How much would you need to make per month doing this business for it to be worth your while in the beginning? Not what we're looking at way down the road, but in the beginning. You make this amount of money, you go to yourself and say, that was a really good idea. I'm glad I did that. How much would you do? How much would you need? Let them do not tell them a number. Don't say 500, 5,000, 25,000. Don't you dare say a number. Let them say the number. They will typically give you a number between $300 and $4,000. That's usually what happens. Most of the time it's 500 to 1,000 is what they're going to start with. Say, great, that's fantastic. Okay, so ask them how much per month. Then you ask them, how many hours a week are you willing to give me to be able to hit that? You're hoping they're going to give you about an hour a day, somewhere between 5 to 10 hours a week. That's what most people do when they start in this type of business. Okay, if they say 30 minutes, you say, great, for the whole week, right? That's all I'm so busy. I get it, 30 minutes, that's all you got. We're going to do 5 minutes a day. You can give me that. Yes, perfect. We can do it in that because we can. Then once they give you the time per week, you say, how many months are you willing to sustain that type of effort? And read it back to them at an extra 5 to 10 hours a week or whatever number they say. How many months are you willing to establish that to hit that amount of money that you told me? So I would repeat back to them, how many months would you be willing to sustain 5 to 10 hours worth of effort to be able to make an extra $1,000 a month? And then you let them tell you. That one usually messes with them. Well, I don't know. I'll just do it forever. So you would do this for 17 years, working 10 hours a week to make an extra $1,000 a month. No, I wouldn't go that. So how long until you throw in the towel? They're usually going to say somewhere between 3 months, 6 months, or a year. Some people go more and less, of course, but that's usually the numbers I hear. Great. That's awesome. So let me make sure I hear this right. You'd be willing to work 5 to 10 hours a week extra on top of what you're doing, partnered with me in this business, working this together to make an extra $1,000 a month, and you're willing to sustain that effort for the next 6 months to be able to pull that off. Did I hear you right? Yes, you did. Then pull up the income disclosure document. Pull that up to them, find the number on the average, and in this case, it would be somewhere between Pearl and Sapphire, $659 or $1,561. This is right in between. And then you go over to the other column and you highlight how many months it takes for somebody to do that. And you call this out. Say, look, some people hit this thing, it takes them 3 days to do it. Some people, it takes, 72 months to do it. But the average of everybody in the company, it on average takes this amount of time for people to hit this rank. And the average amount of person is going to earn this much money. Now, some make less, some make more. You might be above average, below average. That's up to you. I don't know. That's you. But the average person is able to do this. And you see how long it took them to do that. And you said you're willing to do this for 6 months, working 5 to 10 hours. And that's about how long it takes people on this. That's the average is 5 to 10 hours a week. You see how you can fit in this? Do you see yourself, and this is the last question, do you see yourself partnering with us? A lot of times walking them through that will get them all the way over the goal line. It's a great way to do what's called a trial close. Okay. Now, if you're senior business partners in the room, you want them to do that. Okay. But if nobody's there, make sure you take them through this step. Okay. Make sure you walk them through this. You'll fumble it the first couple times. Just remember the parts 1 to 10, how much money they need to make per month, how many hours per week, and then how many months are they willing to sustain that. And then show them the income disclosure document. Okay. It's a powerful, powerful way because it gets awkward there in the end when people are like, okay, we watched it. Okay. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for coming. And nobody asks for anybody to join. So, okay. So again, start off with, what did you like best? What else did you like? What else did you like? What else did you like? Ask for it. Do you see yourself partnering with us? Yes. Enroll them straight away. Don't pass go. Anybody's got questions, let them hold it if they got to use the bathroom. We're doing this now. Okay. If they say no, show them the back door quietly and usher them on out and say, thanks for coming. Do not try to fight them. Do not try to convince them. You'll have much more swagger and they will come back into your business when you don't care. And you just say, thanks for coming. We're blowing it up with or without you. Don't care. Told you I had a golden goose tucked up underneath my arm. If you see it, cool. If not, you keep working where you're working because you know you hate your job. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit you on the hiney. Bye, Felicia. All those great little sayings. When they say maybe, which most of them say maybe, okay, 8 out of 10 of them are going to say maybe. 1 out of 10 is going to say yes. 1 out of 10 is going to say no right off the bat. And then 8 out of 10 are going to go, I'm not quite sure. I got to think about it. Anything they say on the maybes. Hey, you know what? Money's not everything and all that. I get it, but let's do this. Let me ask a couple questions on a scale of 1 to 10. Then after that, how much money you need to make. Money's not everything, but how much you need to make per month in this thing to say it was a good idea. Not end result here, just getting started money. Okay. Then you ask them, how many hours are you willing to sustain? How many hours a week are you willing to do to get that money per month? And then last question is, how many months are you willing to do that, sustain that effort at so many hours per week to make that amount of money per month before you go, this was a dumb idea. I can't believe I did this. And then after that, say, here's the income disclosure document. You show them those numbers. When it's done after that, say, you see what we're talking about? You ready to partner with us? And then see what they need to do. If they're not ready to join at that point, what you need to do is you need to book the next exposure. Don't let them leave without having the next time that we're going to talk. Say, great, I know you need to think about this. You need to get with your wife. If they use the spouse excuse, then just let them, hey, no problem. Why don't we get together? Y'all got to eat. Let's break bread together where she can answer all of her questions because you don't need to go home and try to explain it to her. That's our system. You saw it one time. You can't go home and explain it to her. Okay, so that's how you go about doing the close. I wanted to record this for a lot of folks that have been asking. Play this back as many times as you need. It sounds like it's a lot. There's just a couple things. Write it down on a piece of paper if you need to. Take a cheat sheet, write it on your hand. I don't care what, but get good at that. Practice that when you're driving to your blood-sucking job, sitting in traffic wondering why you got to keep doing that. All right, so get good at that one little skill, and that will really propel your business and allow you to keep on going. It's real easy. It's not selling. It's simply asking questions and painting a picture, and then you're going to be able to get a lot more people in your business. All right, folks, hope that helped. We'll talk to y'all next time. Bye-bye.